Jeff Ross, Take a Banana for the Ride opens on Broadway, but here's where it gets controversial. Tonight marks the debut of the highly anticipated one-man show, Jeff Ross, Take a Banana for the Ride, at the Nederlander Theater. The show's title is a heartfelt nod to the practical, loving advice of Ross's late grandfather, subtly setting the tone for an intimate journey through the comedian's life. Fans might expect a relentless roast, but this production offers far more than just sharp-tongued humor. It's a deep dive into the heart and soul of America's beloved roastmaster, with plenty of wit, yet a surprising amount of tenderness. But here's the part most people miss. While you'll laugh, you'll also be invited to feel. That delicate balance is what sets this show apart. Ross opens a rare window into his personal life in Take a Banana for the Ride, creating a comedic experience that is both uproariously funny and deeply cathartic. The show explores themes of resilience, loss, and the human spirit in ways that touch audiences beyond mere jokes. Directed by Stephen Kessler on Broadway and enriched by the creative expertise of Jeff Calhoun, Seth Barish's dramaturgy, and Asher Denberg's music direction, the production boasts a stellar team. Produced by Eric Nederlander, Robert Nederlander Jr., Mark Kornstein, and Tony Eisenberg, with Showtown Productions as executive producer. The show's support system reflects the high caliber expected on Broadway. Critics have been buzzing with varied viewpoints. Laura Collins Hughes of the New York Times sees the show as willfully upbeat, noting how Ross uses humor to deflect darker moments. She highlights the cleverly designed set by Beowulf Borat and projections by Stefania Bulbarella that showcase Ross's family photos and home videos, creating a nostalgic atmosphere. Meanwhile, Chris Jones from the Chicago Tribune argues that the show is richer and more nuanced than its comedic exterior suggests. Thanks to Ross's sharp wit, even the sentimental parts feel deserved, not contrived. Michael Summers from New York Stage Review offers a gentle critique, feeling the 90-minute runtime could be trimmed, specifically Ross's dog stories, though he acknowledges the heartfelt layers beneath the insults. His view raises an interesting question. Should a Roastmaster show focus more on audience interaction? Another review from Frank Scheck, also of New York Stage Review, captures the tension perfectly, applauding Ross's return to his inner Don Rickles with live audience banter, while gently criticizing the heavier, more confessional segments that veer into territory reminiscent of emotional memoirs rather than comedy. Jonathan Mandel of New York Theater ventures into potentially divisive territory, noting that the show includes a bold anti-Semitism stance. Ross recalls his early experiences with bullying and discrimination, weaving in a humorous yet powerful lesson on Jewish contributions to society, ending with an interactive sing-along. This controversial but courageous segment may spark debate among viewers on how comedy can confront sensitive social issues, highlighting the more personal and poignant moments. Kyle Turner of New York Theater Guide remarks on Ross's revelations about his fight with colon cancer, his love for his late uncle, and sorrow over companions like Norm Macdonald, Bob Saget, and Gilbert Gottfried. For Turner, beneath the biting humor lies a man who deeply cherishes humanity and uses roasting to connect rather than harm. This duality makes Take a Banana for the Ride resonate in unexpected ways. Robert Hoffler of The Wrap provocatively suggests this might be one of the most illness and death-centered shows ever on stage, comparing it to Pulitzer-winning plays like Wit and Angels in America. This stark focus contrasts with Ross's usual comedic image and invites audiences to reconsider what comedy can tackle. Adam Feldman from Time Out New York shares a profound takeaway from the show, quoting Ross, "Stuff in your life you think you'll never get over, you will get over. You might even laugh about it someday." Feldman emphasizes that while Ross's vicious comedy is his trademark, this performance reveals a softer, kinder core, an Ubermensch beneath the jabs. Writing for Hollywood Soapbox, John Soltes points out that fans expecting non-stop jokes will be surprised by the nuanced storytelling woven throughout the show. Ross artfully blends laughter with moments of melancholy and family reflection, creating an engaging and multi-dimensional experience. Yet not everyone is completely sold. Tom Geyer of Culture Sauce finds the show somewhat uneven, critiquing the writing and pacing, though acknowledging some standout moments like Ross's self-deprecating baldness jokes early on. And Matthew Wexler of 1 Minute Critic remarks that despite the show's title honoring Ross's grandfather's wisdom about life's unpredictability, some audience members might leave longing for the full-throttle roast they expected. Feeling the banana served as more of a light snack. The pricing and expectations of Broadway are also discussed by Ron Fassler of Theater Pizzazz. Fassler reflects on how Ross confronts the challenge of turning comedy club material into a Broadway-worthy production by crafting a deeply personal narrative, reminiscent of Billy Crystal's 700 Sundays. Given the intensity of Ross's own life struggles, the show avoids melodrama, remaining true to his natural style. Finally, Elisa Gardner of the New York Sun closes with a poetic observation, relaying Ross's metaphor. People are like bananas. The more bruised we get, the sweeter we are, and we're mushy on the inside. This mixture of vulnerability and spice defines the show's charm. So what do you think? Does the blend of heartfelt storytelling and roast comedy redefine what we expect from a stand-up show? Or does it stray too far from Ross's traditional edge? Are we ready to embrace a softer side of the Roastmaster General? Or do we miss the purely cutting humor? Sound off in the comments. This is a ride worth debating.